welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to go over some car sales tips. We're going to go over something that I think is super important for any salesperson in the industry, and that's going into work every single day, priming your mind and loading your lips as to why today is the best day to buy a car. How am I going to create a sense of urgency for my customers if it's, a random Tuesday in February, let's say February 8th, some random day. How am I going to express that sense of urgency to make a deal happen today? And we're going to go over that, and there's some different ways of doing that throughout the month, depending if it's the beginning, middle, or end. If there's a holiday coming up, we're going to go over all of those techniques. So the first one that I want to go over is holiday bonus cash, right? So let's just say hypothetically we have a holiday and it's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday. You could use the holiday bonus cash on Monday, right? You could say, hey, listen, we got holiday bonus cash given to us from the manufacturer. They gave it to us early, but we got to use it up. It's use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. First come, first serve. I love that one. First come, first serve. That creates a sense of urgency. Once it's gone, right? Use it or lose it. It's nice to use when it's towards the tail end of a sales event and you tell your customer, we have this cash left over, this holiday bonus cash, but we got to use it up. If we don't use it, we're going to lose it. First come, first serve is great for the beginning of the sales event. Use it or lose it's great for the end. Holiday bonus cash, obviously on the day of a holiday or the day before, is super valuable, but a great deal is just a state of mind, right? It's perception. And if you create that sense of urgency, that excitement that there's a big sales event going on, it doesn't matter if it's a holiday or not. But for holiday bonus cash, let's say the holiday is a Thursday, a few days prior, it doesn't have to be a Thursday, it doesn't have to be Thanksgiving, but a few days prior, you could say the bonus cash came out early, we got to use it up right now, but it's first come, first serve. We can apply that to your deal right now to make a deal that normally we can't make. Same on the back end. Let's say it's the Friday after. So, Black Friday isn't a sales event as well, so that's maybe not the best example, but let's just say it's a holiday, whatever that day may be, and it's a day after or 2 days after. You could say we have leftover holiday bonus cash, but it runs out today. So believe it or not, it's actually better that you came now because during the sales event, we assumed we were going to have so many customers coming in, we can only give a little piece of the pie to each. But now we have leftover, and that's how we're able to make this deal that normally we couldn't make. Another great way that I like to create a sense of urgency is by telling my customer that we have dealer cash in-house or coupons. So just to be clear, there is a way to always have dealer cash in-house, and it really depends on your dealership's sense of urgency to make car deals or the state of the dealership at that time. So what do I mean by that? I mean, if it's 9 a.m. on a Saturday, we may not take a small deal or a short deal that we might take, let's say, on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. at night when you haven't sold too many cars Monday and Tuesday, right? So it really depends on how your month is going and how your day is going. So it is fair to say that you're not lying or being misleading that we have dealer cash in-house. The dealer cash is your dealership's willingness to take a short deal, right? But when I explain that to a customer, I like to literally draw it out for them on paper. So I'll show you here on my iPad. I'm a big fan of using white computer paper. I'm very visual in my teaching and explaining to my customers when negotiating deals. I think people in general are very visual learners, and I think by adding it to the paper, it adds another layer of integrity to my sales pitch. It just makes it more real. Think about if you left the dealership and they had just verbally told you, oh yeah, by the way, your payment's going to be $896 per month. You'd be like, okay, do I have a contract or is it on paper, a buyer's order? Like, you would want to see it on paper because it makes it more real. So that's more of a literal example, right? But all right, so we do have dealer cash in-house, and the way the dealer cash is applied to our customers is they give it to us in the form of a pool of money. And as our customers continue to come in the dealership, we can kind of give each of them a little piece of the pie, a little sliver. But what happened was we didn't have as many customers come in as we thought, so we're actually able to apply to your deal a couple extra pieces of that pie. So we're going to be able to give you more dealer cash than they normally would be able to do. So that's exactly why we're able to make a deal right now that normally we can't, right? So the pitch is going to be, we have dealer cash, we have a pool of money, right? I literally draw it out like that, and I show them we're able to give each of our customers a little piece of the pie. We're giving you more than normally we'd be able to in the spirit of making a deal that normally we couldn't make. So that's how you would apply the dealer cash pitch to your customer. Another way that I like to create a sense of urgency would be through the use of coupons or bank coupons. I can use that word track to tell my customer that we have some coupons in-house we can use to buy down the monthly payment, or bank coupons to buy down the interest rate. That's a real thing. There are coupons and you can apply them. There's actually coupons from the manufacturer a lot of times. You can use that in any scenario. If the customer asks how you're able to make this deal, you could say, well, we're using a coupon to get to the monthly payment, but they expire. The coupons expire. So you can use coupons, bank coupons. Obviously, we never want to quote interest rate. That's something your manager will tell you when it's okay to do that. But you can say you're using a coupon to buy down the rate. If the manager says it's okay to use that, I use that. I'm at the point in my career now where I feel comfortable doing that. But coupons in general, just to be very vague, we're using a coupon to buy down the monthly payment. It's very vague, but it sounds good and it works. Once again, we're not here to be deceptive or manipulative. We are here to be persuasive. The only time you're manipulating a customer is if you're putting them in a worse situation under false pretenses than they were when they came in. 99.999% of the time, your customer is going to be leaving in a newer vehicle than they came in. Now, it may be older, may have more miles, but it may be a more valuable vehicle. Either way, they're leaving in a situation better than the one they came in, and you accomplish their ultimate goal, and that's to leave in a different car than the one they drove to your dealership with. Another few fun ones that I love to use are the Fast Start program, the mid-month sales event, and the end of the month sales event. Once again, depending on the time of the month, you can use these. If it's the 1st through the 7th, you could say you have a Fast Start sales event, right? We have a quota we need to hit by X date, and the manufacturer is going to reward us. So that's why we're digging deep to make deals we don't normally make. You can use that anytime you want. If it's the 3rd, you could say it ends on the 4th. If it's the 2nd, it ends on the 3rd. Totally up to you, but that's at your disposal. Same with the mid-month sales event. You could do it from the 12th to the 17th. You could say it started early on the 10th. Whatever you want to do to create that sense of urgency, you have the freedom to do so. It's just important to have these tools in your toolbox and then use them as you see fit. So Fast Start program, mid-month sales event, end of the month sales event speaks for itself. You could say in the beginning of the month that you had end of the month dealer cash that carried over, or the end of the month wasn't as busy as you expected, so they gave you that dealer cash or those coupons for the beginning of the month or those incentives from the beginning of the month. I try to stay away from the term incentives or rebates because customers are aware of what they are and they're actually real things backed by the manufacturer. That gets a little bit too specific. So I like to use dealer cash or coupons. I like to keep it vague. Fast Start program, mid-month sales event, end of the month sales event. You could use those and kind of mix and match as you see fit, depending on where you're at in your month and what the dates are and what position you're in. One of the most tried and true that you can ever use is, hey, we have to hit a quota, right? That could be very vague. We have to hit a quota. We were slow yesterday. We have to hit a quota. We're behind on sales. So we're digging deep to make a deal happen today that normally we wouldn't make. We have to hit a quota. You can use that at any time. Doesn't matter when it is during the month. Listen, later on in the day is always best to use that. You can always say we've been slow today and we have to hit a quota. So we're going to make a deal right now that normally wouldn't exist because we're behind and we don't want to miss our number. You can use we have to hit a quota at any time and that'll work in your favor. I hope you enjoyed those car sales tips. They aren't all of them. They're just some of them. Stay tuned for future videos, and we're going to go over all of the different ways to create a sense of urgency. We're going to dive into trade-in values. We're going to dive into new car market prices. We're going to dive into lease and finance programs. We're going to dive into inventory. We're going to dive into all different ways to create a sense of urgency, but those are just some fun ones to use. But remember, the most important thing is to always make sure you have your mind primed, your lips loaded as to why today is the best day to buy a car. When you know that and that's in your subconscious and that rolls off your tongue, it'll flow right to your customer. Your energy will flow to them. That'll create a sense of urgency and inspire them to make a decision to buy a car from you today. Talk to you soon. Hey, my friend, thank you for watching. And if you want to see videos just like this one, please like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate the love and support. And don't forget, leave some comments down below. I'm looking forward to all of your interaction and feedback, and and I can't wait to bring you more videos just like this one. Thanks again. I'll talk to you soon.